And hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be casting another show match between these two teams. Today we have the teams Fleet Command versus team TheHermits. And representing team Fleet Command, we are going to see some familiar names. We are seeing Danny here in the orange color playing as Vasari Alliance. He is joined together by Monmon, our blue player, playing as Advent Wrath. And representing Team Hermits, we have our pink player Cyber Monkey playing as as Advent Wrath as well. And we have Tillings, our red player, playing as Tech Primacy. Now, this is the map Crossfire. Also a quite small map, riddled with a bunch of asteroids in the beginning. So we're expecting both teams to colonize these asteroids as quickly as possible. These asteroids are going to give the bulk of the early game income to both teams, and we're also seeing some ice planets, some barren planets, and ferrous planets over here. And especially the first planets are going to be advantageous for those players playing Vasari, or for Danny in that case. We're gonna see what happens. Another thing to consider with this map is that we have these derelicts here in the center of the map. So we have, for example, these neutral gravity wells without any sort of planet on it, but contesting those derelicts can, even though it's small derelicts, can actually make a huge difference in how the fights are going to go, because especially early game, capital ship levels are very important for these early fights. Now, we're gonna see what each player is kind of doing. So we're seeing Monmon has started with the Radiance, seems to be his favorite capital ship start of choice. Has captured his first asteroid, nothing special here. Each player is going for the first asteroids. Danny also capturing the first asteroid, is already heading out the second. So he is pretty quick here, considering he is Vasari, because Vasari has a bit quicker colonization, a bit slower early game colonization than other races due to having to capture their first planet. We also see Tillings is capturing this first asteroid, or the second one rather. Started with the Marsa Dreadnought. Very strong ship, very powerful against Vasari, with the one disadvantage of this ship being quite slow. So, but I am very glad to see this Marsa, since he is colonizing quite fast here. I would expect him to be able to capture this derelict before our Vasari player manages to get there. So, and capturing this derelict using the, I'm gonna see, like, need to take a look. I think Tillings should have the derelict specialist researched. Should really prepare this derelict specialist research in order to capture this derelict as quickly as possible, to gain also much more experience on his Marsa. So gaining that Marsa experience is going to be a critical part of the game here indeed. And we're seeing that Monmon is actually being a little bit quicker than his counterpart, so I'm expecting that Monmon is going to be able to capture the derelict here in the center before his opponent. His opponent is actually clairvoyancing Monmon here, so I'm guessing that Cyber Monkey is using clairvoyance. He's now seeing that Monmon is about to head into the center, and Cyber Monkey didn't go for the center derelict, but instead opted to go for this ice planet, which is an interesting choice. I think contesting this derelict can be quite important, so maybe, but neither player is opting to do that right now. They're instead going for their planets, so it's an interesting choice. I would suspect that going for this derelict and kind of being a bit aggressive here would have been a fine option. Maybe just sending a couple of frigates to clear these planets out would have been an option. But yeah, okay, so these planets are quite heavily guarded. There's a lot of javelins here, of course, so maybe they don't want to build too many early frigates. It is quite a heavy investment, although it can sometimes or usually be worth it. So, um, so each team is opting for a more of a colonizing approach here. So now there's a small missionary vessel coming in to capture this asteroid, and we're gonna see what each team decides to do. I mean, one reason for going for this derelict. Is if you want to go for an aggressive play. So, I mean, going for this derelict here would give your capital ship a level advantage over your opponent. And given that these asteroids here are undefended, which of course they are, so neither team seems to have opted to build any defenses here on these asteroids. I can take a look here. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be any defense here whatsoever from any of these asteroids, no. And just going in and bombing this planet would be very, very annoying play indeed. So I'm quite surprised that neither team is trying to go for this. So each team opting for a more of an economic, bit more passive approach. And I don't mean passive like in a negative sense, but I'm just surprised that neither team is opting for an aggressive approach. Kind of trying to build their economy instead. And they're gonna go for these center planets now. It would be nice if either team scouts out the position of the enemy forces, and it seems like Team Hermits, Tillings, and Cybermonkey here, pink and red, are scouting quite well. They have their scouts going through the enemy systems here, seeing that there's no attack on the way. And Cybermonkey and Tillings can therefore go for the colonization on these planets in the middle. So that is very nice. This Ferrous planet, however, I think in the patch where this was played, it is a tier 3 research. In order to capture the Ferrous planets for both teams. Perhaps they should just rush through this Ferrous planet and go for the desert planets in the middle, given that they're opting for this more economic approach. However, it doesn't seem like they want to do that, so now Cybermonkey is sending his progenitor mothership over to the front instead of where the derelict is. So neither team opting for that, the Hermits are not opting for that. We're seeing that Monmon is gonna capture this barren planet very shortly, and Danny, being the Vasari player, is going to be able to capture this Ferrous planet no problem. So this is gonna be very, very nice for Danny, having an extra Ferrous planet. It's gonna give a ton of mining, and just, yeah, I think this is going to be a long-term economic advantage for sure in the favor of Team Fleet Command. And given that the Hermits didn't go for neither this Ferrous planet or the desert planet in the middle, I would like them to instead go for a more aggressive play to try to punish Fleet Command's fleet from being out of position trying to capture these planets. I'm not sure if Team The Hermits has vision on this, but given that they have vision, they should be able to figure out that this is a good opportunity to go aggressive, because their fleets are kind of 2 jumps away, attempting to clear out this neutral militia. And at least we see that at least Tillings is deciding to do that, so he's opting to go for the derelict now, which I think is a fine. Although it's going to delay him a little bit. Maybe it's not going to be... maybe the timing is not going to be as ideal anymore. But Danny might have time to clear this out now before Tillings is able to make anything significant happen on the other side. There's 2000 health on this asteroid. It has been upgraded with 1 defense point. And the Marsa has raised planet, but it's only raised planet level 1, and 2000 health is quite a lot of health to chunk through. Although the Marsa might get level 4 from this derelict now, so could use raised planet level 2 perhaps, but in any case, it would be a way to put some pressure onto Danny's position to go for this asteroid. I think it would be a nice choice. And we see on the other side, Cyber Monkey is going for this derelict as well. So now both teams are capturing, both players of team Hermits are capturing these derelicts. And we see Monmon and Danny's fleets are kind of still in the middle. Now I suspect that they're both going to head to their respective sides to try to defend, yeah. So, and with this Ferris planet captured, they're gonna have a slight economic advantage over their opponents, especially Danny, since he has this extra Ferris, which is very powerful for Vasari. So, it will be interesting to see whether they are able to hold this. I mean, just looking at the army supply here, I don't think that... Looking at the army supplies here, I think that Team Hermits are not going to be able to break Fleet Command's position because their armies are simply inferior right now. They didn't build too much of an early fleet. I mean, this is only a couple of frigates and a couple of Gardas, and I mean, even though this Marsa is bombing this planet, it's only one Marsa. The planet has a lot of health, and Danny is kind of closing in on the defense already. So, yeah, this is 2 capital ships and a bit more of a supporting fleet, so definitely Danny's gonna be able to defend this, no problem. However, the Marsa is bombing this quite fast. We'll see if the Marsa has time for another race planet. I think Marsa is going to be able to kill this asteroid at the very least, but in any case, that's going to be recaptured quite shortly by Danny. Yeah, so the Marsa is going to be able to bomb this asteroid, but yeah, it's going to be recaptured very, very, very fast. Danny ships are coming in, and there's not enough fleet here in the favor of Tillings to be able to handle this. Right, and taking a look at the research, Tillings is going for tier 2 civilian and also for tier 2 military. So it's going for a more economic approach. It's going to be able to build more of a fleet shortly. So this is interesting. We can see, okay, so Tillings is going to decide to fight here. He only sees a couple of frigates so far, but the capital ships are going to come in. Now once he sees these capital ships, he's going to retreat. And he has to be careful about this Marsa to not get it into a too vulnerable position. Because the Marsa is very slow, so it might go down if he's not careful. So if he loses this Marsa, it would be very devastating. And he is heavily outnumbered here. Fleet. He's running away now, and the Mars is full health, so I don't think Danny's gonna be able to chase this. No way. So, stay. Something happening on the other side. See, Monmon is kind of mirroring the fleet of Pink. So, Orange is mirroring the fleet of Pink. Cyber Monkey is now trying to go for this desert planet, using a couple of frigates, and is also about to send in his progenitor. However, Monmon is noticing this and is sending a fleet to stop him. Also wants this desert planet, of course. So desert planets being very, very powerful for Advent. And it does seem like Monmon is very much has a superior army at this point. Now Cyber Monkey is gonna try to engage with his pink frigates, and the Monmon is kind of running away, or is at least running towards the edge of the grab well. And I don't really see why he's running away. Seems like his fleet is far superior here. It's far superior fleet here. So I am kind of unsure why he's running away. So, but yeah, I would be very, very surprised if Mon decides to give up this desert planet for free, given that he has a much larger army. So, like, look, yeah, just looking at, yeah, Cyber Monkey only has 150 supply, whereas Mon has almost more than double, so 366. And a lot of these ships are actually being built quite close, so he has quite fast reinforcements here, Mon. No, yeah, so yeah. So very, very nice. So now he's jumping in again. Yeah, he has 20 Disciples, 20 Tempest. This is and also a better capital ship for combat. So this is clearly in the favor of Mon. And I would like Cyber Monkey to kind of recognize this, that his fleet is too inferior. Like, he has to run away here. He can't fight this. Like, he's just kind of helping Mon to clear out the neutral militia at this point. Since there's no planet in the middle here that Team TheHermits have captured, like, this Ferrous planet still has a bunch of neutral militia on it. It is difficult to send reinforcements here to help, so this planet is definitely gonna go in the favor of Mon. Mon is bombing it out now. Now Mon is gonna have an extra desert, and more I think this is looking to go in the favor of Team Fleet Command, because they have an extra Ferris now as well as an extra desert. So Team Fleet Command, the players of Team Fleet Command basically have an extra home planet each, which is quite insane advantage indeed. Now both players are running away. So we'll see what they decide to do. If they're gonna decide to try to clear out this Ferris planet. Mon is going to try to capture this desert planet now. So very nice. And there's another. Yeah, now there's just one more desert planet here in the middle that isn't captured. I'm gonna just take a quick look to see whether anyone is trying to capture this Ferris planet. We see Cyber Monkey has gone for tier 3 Harmony, and he's probably gonna go for the Ferris Embrace, using that. Has quite a bit of money as well. Could probably do it. Tilling's also going for tier 3 Civic, so both players going. Okay, so Tillings is going for Ferris Occupation, which means that he's probably gonna be the one to capture this Ferris planet eventually. However, I think that their armies are simply so small at this point. Their armies are kind of they're not really. Their armies are not the best at this point. Although they're building ships quite fast. What's this? Now they have... Oh, sorry. Cyber Monkey has gone up to 340 supply here already. He's building ships very fast. Very nice. Okay, so very nice here from Cyber Monkey. He's recognizing that his army's supply is not the best. So he's building 2 ships at a time, plus an extra cap ship here from this ice planet. Going to be sending all the reinforcements in towards this first planet as well. And now there's fighting going on. So Mon has decided to jump in 1v2 even. He's probably going to expect some backup from his teammates soon. The radiation bomb has gone down on these Tempest vessels, as well as some of these frigates. Mon seems to be at quite a disadvantage here on his own, but Danny is probably on his way. Once Danny gets here with his orange ships, I think this is going to be going perhaps in the favor of Team Fleet Command, but the fact that they jumped in not together but separately might make a difference here. Like a lot of Mon ships have already died here now that Danny comes in, and these radiation bombs are quite strong. Oh wow! And there's Marsa here, is very powerful. Level 5 even. Is going to be able to deal a lot of damage to this Radiance. Like, the Marsa is kind of forcing it to go away. And I mean, now this is kind of looking to go in the favor perhaps of Team TheHermits here, I think. Although there is some 2 strong capital ships here in the favor of Danny. And the capital ships might be trying to focus this Marsa. And there's just a lot of subcaps. We're gonna zoom out just for 1 second to see what the supply looks like. So Tillings and Cybermonkey have about above 500 supply combined. So it's a bit more than Danny and Monmon. Monmon's capital ship was forced to jump out, but it's now gained some shield back. So it's deciding to jump back in. It's forcing Monmon to run away with his fleet, and it seems like both of them are gonna decide to run away here due to the difference in supply. So a little bit of a mistake here by Monmon and Danny, I think. I think that if they were a bit more patient and try to run in together with their fleets instead of going in one by one, they might very well have been able to win this fight, because I thought that they had somewhat of an advantage in terms of their fleet quality and also a little bit in their fleet supply. But jumping in separately here being a fatal mistake, now they're actually kind of in danger, and I would like to see perhaps they should follow here ideally, but yeah, I know it's not very attractive to jump into a planet like this with 4 lesser factories on it. Probably Monmon has researched the repair function on his factories as well. So yeah, there's a function here. I don't know where it's called, but there's one research somewhere around here that makes your factories repair your ships. So it's yeah. So it's quite dangerous to go in here. Let's see if he has it. Yeah, he hasn't unlocked the factories repair, so probably he should unlock that. It would be a very nice boost in defense here, since he has all of these lesser factories. Now they're gonna start to build turrets, try to fortify this position. And I mean, once these turrets are built, it's gonna be very difficult to break through. So Monmon and Danny having a clear planet advantage. However, now Phase Lane has opened up towards this desert planet. We'll see if Cybermonkey and Tillings recognize this. They should be looking to get to this desert planet, perhaps. They have turrets fortifying here. So in some time it's going to be difficult for Monmon and Danny to break this Ferris planet. So yeah, rightly, this is very nice, I think, from Cybermonkey. Cybermonkey realizing that they're kind of in a pickle when it comes to to the number of planets that they have. So Cybermonkey recognizing that this is probably the right call to go for this desert planet, but we see in the chat that Monmon has recognized that Cybermonkey is going for this desert planet and is now going to try to contest this. However, this is a bit dangerous, I think, because, I mean, if he jumps, he's gonna have to jump through the star, which is, like, not very nice. It's gonna take a long time to go around this star with his ships, and they're gonna arrive, like, in increments. His ships are gonna arrive in increments. Cybermonkey is gonna be able to gain constant reinforcements here much faster than Monmon does. Although Monmon could perhaps send in reinforcements from this ice planet, but yeah. And also it's very possible for his teammate to help here very fast. So I'm unsure if Monmon can contest this desert planet. Probably he shouldn't be able to. So Cybermonkey should be allowed to capture this desert planet, given that his teammate has just one phase jump in between. Though it's a bit dangerous, of course, maybe it's a bit dangerous for Tillings to help his teammate, because if he leaves this position here over on this first planet, then perhaps Danny, or orange player Danny, could jump in and just try to capture this first planet instead. So make a counterattack. So Danny has the opportunity to make a counterattack here. All right, so Monmon is gathering his fleet at the edge of the gravity well. He's gonna send in his ships now. There's a bunch of Tempest. There's a bunch of Tempest has also started to build Guardians, which Cyber Monkey has as well. So he's sending in 2 Guardians. Now I think that this is like very, very critical part of the game. I think it's gonna be completely decisive here whether Cyber Monkey is allowed to gain this planet or not. I think he really needs this planet. Like if Monmon somehow gets this desert planet as well, I think it's just gonna be all over for Team the Hermits here. However, it does seem like Cyber Monkey is gonna be able to hold this no problem. A lot of ships coming in though. Okay, so this is a bit more than I expected out of Monmon, but yeah, it seems this is just a clear fleet advantage, like small fleet advantage here in the favor of Cyber Monkey. But I mean, the problem here for Monmon is that there's already 2 factories here, and they're gonna build ships constantly, I hope. So taking a look at this, 2 turrets coming down. Cyber Monkey should be trying to build ships here. He has a ton of money as well. And these 2 factories are ready, so... Okay, so now he's building ships, very nice. So he needs to build these ships, of course. Very, very good. Just now starting to build them. He's in a very large need to defend this position. Oh, wow, okay. So this is... Oh, no. Okay. So, taking a look at the map now, we can see that the phase lane here is actually disappearing. So now... Tillings is no longer connected to his teammate with just 1 phase jump. And Danny has recognized this, is now heading over with his fleet towards this desert planet. And with Danny helping here, I don't know if Cyber Monkey is going to be able to hold. So, yeah, Cyber Monkey is going to have a lot of trouble holding this desert planet now. And Tillings needs to realize this. He needs to realize that this phase lane has disappeared. Really needs to realize this phase lane has disappeared and needs to go for counterattack as soon as he can. But it's just not possible, perhaps. Yeah, okay, so Danny is kind of playing very well here. I really like this play from Danny. Is leaving his capital ships here together with all of these turrets to defend this position. So with these capital ships here, it's going to be very annoying for Tillings to break this position, even though there's just a few ships here, because there's just a ton of turrets. And also Danny is sending part of his fleet over to help. So this is 50 skirmishers, which is just about the boost that Team Fleet Command need in order to win this fight. And I think they're going to win this now. I do think they're going to win this now eventually, because there's just a little bit more in the favor of Team Fleet Command. So there's 360 supply of skirmishers in the favor of Danny, together with the 400 ships that Monmon has, and Cyber Monkey is just heavily outnumbered here. It's like, and there's not enough turrets. There's just not enough turrets to defend this. It's 2 beam platforms and 2 laser defense platforms, and also 2 lesser factories, but it's just not enough for a fleet of this size. And yeah, Cyber Monkey desperately trying to defend this position, but I think he's gonna end up losing most of his fleet now. So very unfortunate here that the phase lanes disappeared. Cyber Monkey is, Tillings is realizing that he has to do something. He's sending his fleet in now. Oh yeah, oh shoot! Oh my god, he killed this so fast. So Tillings is actually gonna make a huge play here. He's gonna probably be able to kill this capital ship as well. Oh wow, so this is... Oh wow. Oh wow, so this is not over after all. Tillings is gonna make a huge play on the other side. He's gonna be able to kill this cap ship now as well. Morsa has to stun at level 3, so this thing is not moving. Oh wow, yeah, this is probably gonna go down as well. It's gonna go down as well. This is a huge loss for Danny, losing these cap ships. And now it's actually fine for Cyber Monkey to retreat. I'm not sure whether he's gonna retreat or not, but He really needs to retreat and save as much of his fleet as possible. He needs to try to give up this desert planet because he needs to recognize that Tillings is winning very heavily on this side. He's destroying 2 capital ships of Danny. Danny has like no cap ships left now. This is a huge play here from Tillings. I thought it would be more annoying for Tillings to break this position, but yeah, Tillings has like this. That's the thing. Like Tillings has these 37 K-levs. So 37 K-levs able to break defenses and other cap ships very quickly. And there's not enough of a sub-cap fleet here since Danny sent all of his skirmishers away, like the Revastra skirmishers. There's not anything here to deal with the K-levs, and the K-levs are just wreaking havoc on this position. It's gonna destroy Mon as well. Oh wow. So Tillings, does he have the... Oh no, he doesn't have the pillaged war chest researched. Oh no. So if he had... Yeah, he should have had pillaged war chest researched here. He would have gotten a huge credit boost from bombing this planet. And Cybermonkey is now active. Keep fighting here. He didn't retreat. But... which might have been fine in hindsight. I thought that he had to retreat here, but actually it was Fleet Command that decided to retreat because they don't want to lose this position. So this is a huge play here now from Team Hermits. The Hermits are making a rather nice comeback here, I must say. And like the fact that they went for this economic approach, I mean, Tillings is already on 3-3. Has a lot of economy research. Has a bunch of trade ports as well. There's a bunch of trade ports. Really nice military research as well. Going for the titanoferric plating, and is now researching the Javelis. So the Javelis very strong. Interstellar commerce being researched as well here from Tillings. Oh wow. And Danny and Mon are still on 2-3 in terms of research. So lagging behind a little bit. Cybermonkey is also ahead in research here. Is already on tier 3 harmony. Sorry, yeah, tier 3 harmony. Almost going for harmony 4. So kind of interesting to see here that this is gonna start to pay off. So now, okay, so their skirmishers are back. The skirmisher, I would like to see the skirmishers try to focus the K-levs. And the fact that, yeah, this is a bit too much. This might be a bit too much. So it's about above 800 combined supply here in the favor of Fleet Command. Should be enough to deal with the Tillings' fleet here. Our Tillings is still trading quite well. The Marsa here is closing in on level 6. It does have level 6 even. But it doesn't have antimatter. It has antimatter in 13 seconds. 11 seconds, that might be enough to turn the fight. So I want to see whether this missile barrage goes off now. Come on, let's see the missile barrage. Please use the missile barrage, Tillings. It's like the key. This is a very key part here of the fight. Oh, here it comes, All right, let's go. Let's go. Tillings is missile barraging. Let's go. No. Oh, and all these Tempests are dying. 48, 45, 44. Okay, so less died than I expected, but he killed about like 15 to 20 of these Tempests using the missile barrage. So still pretty nice. It's now retreating towards the edge of the gravity well. Did bomb out this planet. Now they should be trying to focus this Marsa down, I think. So we'll see if the Marsa has capacity to survive. It should have, because Tillings has combative repair systems and core systems armor on it, so it should be no danger here. Very powerful items here on the Marsa. Now Cybermonkey is jumping over through the star towards this system, so very exciting. He's gonna come in here. Maybe this is gonna prompt Tillings to jump back once again. Perhaps they have enough to win this fight, because Mon and Danny had a clear planned advantage, but now it's kind of looking to go in the favor of the Hermits because they simply have like a research advantage at this point. Although they're floating quite a bit of money here. So Cybermonk is floating quite a bit of money, has a lot of crystal that he's not using. Of course, he's kind of APM taxed here. He's really, really focused on trying to win this fight. He's probably just building ships and trying to win this fight. And so now there's going to be a huge fight with all the fleets clashing. All the fleets are clashing here. Double cap ships. I'm not sure who's winning this, but this Radiance is being focused. It's probably going to end up going down because there's just so many Calebs here. 31 Calebs, and the Mars is going to stun this as well. Oh, this thing is probably going to go down. If it's going to be focused. No, it's not focused, so... Okay, if this was focused more, I think it would go down. But now it's being chased. Calebs are trying to focus it. I mean, if it gets stunned here by the Marsa, perhaps it goes down. Oh, it's stunned. Oh, it had time to stun. Maybe it will go down. It will probably go down. No. Okay, so it might have time to jump out after all. Oh, it's very close, but yeah, it does have time to jump out, and it did get the armor buff from the Skirantra here in order to just have a little bit more survivability and survive this fight. So, but a very interesting fight here. Oh, sorry, skip there. So very interesting fight here. Would see whether Tillings has the coil shock researched as well. I'm just gonna check that very quickly. Yeah, he does have coil shock researched on these Calebs. So these Calebs are gonna be very good for breaking shields, but now most of them are dead, unfortunately. So that's the thing about Calebs, of course, is that the Calebs are not the best at dealing with these skirmishers. The skirmishers are focusing the Calebs down. Now the Marsa is going to be focused here, but it does have a lot of items to help it survive. It does have the combat repair system. I hope it gets used. So now the combat repair system is used. It's going to regenerate a lot of health. Right. There's illuminators coming in from Mon now, which is going to be very helpful. The Marsa has another missile barrage that it could use. So the Marsa is missile barraging now. Oh wow, so it's missile barraging very close to these Tempest vessels, and a lot of the Tempest vessels are gonna end up going down once again. So this is gonna kill about 3. Yeah, it's gonna kill about 10 Tempest vessels, so quite a good missile barrage there as well. And now the Skirantra is being focused. The Skirantra ended up going down as well. Another cap ship is being focused. Probably this one is also gonna end up going down. It's already quite damaged, and it's quite far away from the grav well. So if this is focused, it might end up going down as well. Oh wow, yeah, it's probably gonna end up going down for sure. Yeah, too much damage there. And yeah, just a lot of cap ships dying here dying here for Team Fleet Command, and this is looking more and more grim. However, are they gonna be able to kill this Marsa? That would be a huge win. So the Marsa is being very heavily damaged, has been very heavily focused. It's 31 illuminators here, which is too much damage. This is probably gonna end up going down. Wow, this Marsa is gonna have time for another combat repair system here. It's gonna have time for another combat repair system. It is running away. So if this Marsa survives, I think that there are pretty much no redeeming things for this fight. And yeah, of course, since the Marsa is crippled, it's not going to be able to use the combat repair system again. And there are a couple of Guardians here that's trying to help it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, the Marsa is probably ended up going down now that it stops here by the grav well. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's going to end up... Oh, no. Oh, it was just about to survive, but it died in the grav well. It just died in the grav well. Wow. Okay, so it did die in the grav well. Oh wow, very intense game here, but a lot of these illuminators are gonna end up paying the price for chasing this Marsa. A lot of them is going down now. A lot of the illuminators are going down. So yeah, very nice. A couple of Canrex here trying to focus the cap ships, but I don't think there's enough Canrex. There's simply not enough Canrex. And now Team Fleet Command is forced to run away. They're losing a lot of their fleets here. So very nicely played here from Team Hermits, taking a clear victory here, winning the war, of course. And now with 2 desert planets established together with an extra Ferris, they are in the clear lead in this game. And also, given that they have this massive research advantage over their opponents, it's gonna be this is just gonna keep scaling for them. Cybermonkey kind of needs to make use of his money though. He has like 30,000 crystal here that he's not using, so could really go for tier 5 or sorry tier 4 here. Perhaps go for more titans. Should really be upgrading his extra desert planet now. Once the dust has settled, should survey the planets. Should really like get things going economically here, and try to establish some sort of titan or something like that. However, Danny and Monmon are realizing that they need to do something. So I'm gonna jump over to this desert planet that's currently undefended. So now they're jumping over to this desert planet, and now they need to counterattack, of course. So yeah, they're gonna jump after. I think they should just try to bomb this Ferris planet. I think they just, or should they? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if chasing this fleet is such a good idea. Perhaps I'm not sure what the best option is here. They should chase the fleets. Oh, but yeah, of course. Yeah. That's the issue, right? That's the issue. Because a lot of Danny's capital ships ended up going down in the last fight. And also a lot of Monmon's capital ships ended up going down. So Monmon only has his Radiance left. So he has a couple of more ships. He has a couple of more capital ships. I guess. No, he only has the Radiance. No. So I was looking at the wrong player. So he only has the Radiance left, and taking a look at Danny, sorry, there's a fight going on, but I need to check. So Danny has no capital ships left, which means that, yeah, that's the issue for them, right? Because there's basically no bombing power left for the team. There's no bombing. They can't bomb the planets without the cap ships. So they can't even go for a base trade here to try to get back into this game. Now they're going back to defend instead, and they're forcing Cybermonkey and Tillings to run away again. Which I found interesting. I thought that they were gonna be able to break this position because there's not too many defenses here. But perhaps, of course, this is, yeah. Yes, this is a lot of Illuminators and Canrex. So it's kind of dangerous for capital ships to be here. Yes. So, running away here. So they're running away. We're gonna stay here now. What's the army supply looking like? Tillings and Cybermonkey are at about 1,000. Monmon and Danny are closing in on 1,000, so slight army advantage in favor of the Hermits. Now gonna jump back to the desert planet. Okay, so they're jumping back to the desert planet. Right. So this is gonna prompt them to jump back to the Ferris planet again, I suppose. Are they gonna do that? Yes. Now they're making a move again. So they're making a move again. And I'm curious to see why. So Cybermonkey isn't using all of this crystal, so he could probably selling a lot of this crystal in order to accelerate his economy. Or he's not deciding to do that. He's going for Illuminators. Well, okay. So while he's going for Illuminators, perhaps he doesn't want to sell too much, or the market has crashed, or something like that. So I wonder how long this is gonna last, like if they're just gonna keep going back and forth here. So yeah, Danny and Monmon are going back now once again, so this is kind of deja vu. But yeah, of course, if they can break a lot of these defenses now before they come back, perhaps they can still fight this. I mean, I would think there's a clear fleet advantage here for for team Hermits. So we'll see. There's a couple of Gardas here as well to help against Canrex. So the capital ships basically only have to be afraid of the Illuminators now. And there's quite a bit of Illuminators. It's 39. Not too bad. Perhaps if these Illuminators were focused, I think they could win this fight. But yeah, still this. So we're going back and forth again. One cap ship here, 2 cap ships that are left to bomb this planet. So some pressure being put here on Team Hermits to do something before these capital ships are able to bomb this planet out. Right. So this planet is being bombed. What else is going on? They're just going back and forth here again. Now the rest of this fleet is gonna stay to defend. Alright, Danny and Monmon are... Danny still on 3-2-3 in terms of research. It's not gonna go any further anytime soon. Monmon is attempting to research tier 4, so attempting to improve his economy here. Cybermonkey is also trying to research, but mostly in military technology. He's trying to research something here as well. But I'm curious to see what Cybermonkey is spending his money on, because I would expect him to have like a 1500 supply fleet even. With this type of economy that he has now. Like, he has a really nice economy here. Could probably go for a 1500 supply fleet. Or if he didn't do that, he could go for even faster tech up or research. All of his plans are being finally maxed out now, so it's also good. Could probably add in some extractors here too. But yeah. No unity abilities here as well, except from the progenitor. So probably adding some of that as well. All right, and now Danny and Cybermonkey and Tillings are heading over towards the desert planet, but using the star. I think this is interesting. So instead of going through the Ferris planet here, they're gonna go through the star. And Danny is even adding a star base now on this Ferris planet. So this makes this Ferris planet quite an unattractive attack option for sure. Does make it quite an unattractive option to attack. See, this planet is kind of burning here. So it's on 3000 health. There's just 2 capital ships bombing it, so it's unclear whether they're gonna have time to kill this planet, because now the fleets are kind of closing in on the defense. The fleets are closing in on the defense here. So I jump in here. Right, so they're gonna jump in. There we go. Here it comes, Another important fight is gonna ensue. We see Monmon is target firing the cap ships here with his ships. He's gonna try to kill as many cap ships as possible, and I think that these cap ships should go out of the way, probably. Yeah. They should probably go out of the way, although these... Yeah, there's a bunch of Guardians here that are trying to help save this cap ship, but a little bit too much damage from all these Illuminators, and I would like to see these cap ships stay a little bit further in the back of these armies. I think this would be very, very helpful. So the cap ships could actually just stay here in the back of the grab well, which one of the cap ships is doing, but that's because it's crippled. Okay. So I would like to see these cap ships taking a little bit of a backseat role for a while the rest of the fleet is fighting. But now Mon Mon has perfect targets instead here for his Exoria Illuminators, which is they're gonna attack these cap ships now. And probably, yeah, all of them are gonna end up going down unless he decides to retreat with them. So, yeah, so now once again Cyber Monkey and Tillings are kind of... Maybe this is not the best fight for them. I'm not sure, like, I have to look at this supply difference here. Yeah, so there's actually a bit too many ships here from Mon Mon. I mean, Tillings and Cyber Monkey didn't build like larger fleets with the money that they did have. So they didn't go for like a 1500 supply fleet or anything like that. So they're building ships, they're only building them now. Yeah, I guess this is just simply gonna be difficult for them because Mon Mon has almost a 1500 supply fleet at this point. Well, there are at least ships coming in, but we can see a supply difference here. It is definitely in the favor of Team Fleet Command, although it's mostly Mon Mon that's doing the heavy lifting here in terms of the supply. But Mon Mon's army isn't like becoming any smaller in the course of this fight, and these Illuminators are killing all of the cap ships here, which is just really, really not good for Team the Hermits. They really need these cap ships to kind of survive, I think. Not that the second Barca here is gonna end up going down, and they're not really insured as well. I think. So now they're forced to go back. Yeah, Mon Mon's fleet is just a bit too large, and these Illuminators are doing a lot of heavy work here. And not really the right types of ships from Tillings and Cyber Monkey to deal with this. Also didn't place their armies in the... didn't place their capital ships in the back as well, so these Illuminators were just allowed free reign on them. A couple of Harkas are coming in now from Tillings, which I like to see. Their Harkas are quite decent against the Illuminators, but needs a higher count of Harkas before he's going to be able to do anything. He only has 9 here so far. But they're forced to retreat, and now all of a sudden it looks like it's back. Now all of a sudden it looks like Team Fleet Command is back in the driver's seat. So a lot of back and forth here. It's going to be able to capture this desert planet back, and yeah, I mean, Mon Mon is going for 4-4 now. It's really, really catching up in research. It's going for Quanium as well, and it's probably going to go for the Titan research eventually. So Mon Mon is really playing well here. It's kind of catching up on research, and the research advantage here of Tillings and Cyber Monkey is kind of not there anymore. So, and yeah, Cyber Monkey again floating a lot of money. It's just having a lot of money problems spending his money for whatever reason. Should really be like just spending his money on something. Could be upgrading his planets, could survey the planets, could go for research rate as well. He could go for tier 4 hostility. Could build more labs, like to go for even higher tier research. He could build more fleet. You could make more capital ships. Like anything here would be very, very nice for Cyber Monkey. He has like this huge bank. So I think there's no wonder here that there's actually no wonder here that Mon Mon and Danny are able to win these fights, because they are keeping their money low. Tillings is also keeping his money low, but I would really like to see Cyber Monkey here spending his money on something. It's very, very important if they're going to win this game. So More ships coming in the favor of Tillings. So, and I'm just gonna take a look at Monmon's research here. Because he is researching the Cornium now. He is researching the Cornium. And it's also going for the Titan Foundry as well. So, yeah, eventually we're gonna see a Titan from Monmon, and if that happens, again, I think it's gonna be very difficult for Team Hermits to come back from that. And the Cyber Monkey could definitely have gone for a Titan here. He could have definitely gone for a Titan here. He has the required stuff for it. He could probably kind of queue up all the research and just let it sit there and tick until he gets the Titan. So, yeah, alright, so what can we say about this? I'm gonna speed up the game here a little bit, because now not much is going on. It seems like each team is just sitting waiting for their research to complete. So right, so now it's finally going for tier 4 here. Cyber Monkey is finally going for tier 4. It's going for Cornium as well. Probably gonna research the Titan too eventually. Can afford it. Can afford it already. So hopefully that's something that he's gonna do. Now Danny's making a move with his fleets as well. It's right here. He has a starbase. Monmon is over here, finally like capturing perhaps this gas giant as well. As Monmon has gas giant colonization researched now, so he's gonna capture the gas giant as well. Oh, and now there's fighting going on, so let's slow down. So now since Monmon is trying to capture this gas giant, they're trying to make an attack here on this side. He's gonna be able to kill the starbase. They're going to be able to kill the starbase here. However, there's still like 60 illuminators here, so these cap ships have to be really careful. Now they're focusing the progenitor, so progenitor is probably gonna end up going down here as well. And it doesn't seem like any of these illuminators are dying. Like, yeah, it seems like Team Hermits simply have too little here to deal with these illuminators. They don't really have the right supply to deal with this. Although it looks like Cyber Monkey has built his own illuminators, which is, I was kind of lying. I didn't notice this, but Cyber Monkey actually has a huge amount of illuminators now. So I'm kind of lying. They're probably winning this fight, actually. So now the cap ship of Danny, the final cap ship of Danny, is going to end up going down. He has a couple of oppressors as well. Take a look at the supply count here. Okay, so Cyber Monkey did end up spending a lot of his money now. So this is a very nice play from Cyber Monkey. Finally spending some of his money here to make a superior fleet. He's still floating a ton of money here, but I'm glad to see that some of this money has gone into making a superior fleet, because this is something that he could have done much earlier. And as we can see, it's starting to pay off very well. Like, these illuminators are wreaking havoc on this position. They're really wreaking havoc on this position. Now, Monmon's Exorias are kind of going down, slowly but surely. So there's only like 36 left. 36 left, and there's like 87 illuminators here from Cyber Monkey. So very nicely played here by him. Nicely played by Cyber Monkey. He's gonna take out a lot of this fleet. Now most of the illuminators of Monmon are dead, which means that these capital ships aren't in as much danger anymore. And it looks like they are going to end up winning this fight. 1300 supply together with 1000 supply from Tillings and Cyber Monkey, so about 2.3k combined against like not much at all from Monmon and Danny. It's like 1.3, so about 1k supply difference here in the favor of the Hermits. So okay, so this revelation is being focused. Like, yeah, Cybermonkey could be a bit more careful with his cap ships. Like this capital ship could retreat. But of course he's APM taxed, so he's not really noticing this. This cap ship is gonna end up going down. And even though it's gonna end up going down, I think it's getting shield burst now, but still. Maybe it will survive actually, just because of the shield burst, because they're actually deciding to retreat now. So 1800 supply here from Cybermonkey is researching the 2k supply here. Right, very, very nice. Tillings has also 1500 supply. It's a little bit more. Is researching the Cornium now as well. He's probably gonna go for tier 4 military soon. Forcing them to retreat. Now they're gonna recapture this Ferris planet. So very nice here. A lot of cap ships ended up going down though. I think Tillings has the most cap ships left in this game, or well, he has 2. So, and without the cap ships, it's kind of difficult to bomb the planets, which is an issue here for both teams. So Danny has 2 cap ships, Tillings has 2 cap ships. Monmon has the 1 Radiance left, and Cybermonkey has the 1 Revelation left, but that's crippled. So it can't bomb the planets. Although we have a Marsa here that's level 6. So it's gonna be able to bomb this planet out now. Very nice, they're gonna be able to break into this position now. They could probably even go through the gas giant if they wanted to keep attacking. Alright, very, very nice. Alright, I'm gonna have a short break and then we're gonna resume the game in a short bit because I need a break. So see you in a second. And we are back. So we just saw Team TheHermits win a very decisive fight here on this first planet. I would say once again taking the advantage back in their favor. Although it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, Cybermonkey don't have a lot of cap ships left, but he did get all of these purge vessels to help bomb this planet, which I really like to see. I think this addition of purge vessels is a very, very intelligent move indeed. Very, very intelligent play here by Cybermonkey adding in these purge vessels. And they're choosing to keep going. At least one of them is choosing to keep going. And I kind of like this decision. I think this is very, very nice. I think it's nice to put pressure back onto these guys now. Although they haven't bombed this planet out yet, so... Okay, so maybe this is kind of an interesting play. Maybe they're deciding to go for the homeworld or something like that. Intelix has this Marsa Dreadnought, which can help kind of fight. And one thing to note here is that Monmon did get his Titan. I noticed this here. So the Titan has been built here. So now it's gonna be difficult for Tillings and Cybermonkey to fight straight up, I think. Although with all of these Illuminators of Cybermonkey, they might actually have a chance. This is like 100 Illuminators, which is a huge amount. It's a huge amount of Illuminators, and I mean, if all of these Illuminators were honing in on the opposing Titan now, I think that the Titan wouldn't survive. I'm pretty sure the Titan wouldn't survive here, so even though this is very, very cool, powerful warship indeed, I think 100 Illuminators is would be a bit too much. So I hope that the other team, I hope the Team Hermits recognize this. Hope that they recognize this. There's a lot of purge vessels here. Maybe he could get even more. Bombing plants fast here would be quite important. Now this plant is also being bombed. Nice. Now this plant is dying. So a lot of ships being lost here. So 2k supply for Cybermonkey. Tillings is pushing. So also soon gonna be pushing 2k. He's researching the interstellar supply lines. Is Cybermonkey getting his Titan though? That's a question I have. No, he isn't. So he isn't researching that. So they're kind of not going for a Titan as well. Danny is on. Yeah, Danny's fleet is really small here for this stage of the game. I think he has troubles establishing an economy that's good enough for him to be able to field any significant fleet. So that's no wonder, but he has had trouble with this, but it's no wonder because there's all this heavy fighting going on. These two players are gonna try to merge their fleets together here. Monmon and Danny are merging their fleets together with the Titan. And the Titan is only level 1 as well, which is very important to note. So Monmon, yeah, they only have like 2k combined here. Okay, so Danny has managed to build... He has queued up a lot of ships here, so... once these ships come in, his fleet is gonna be a little bit larger, but... Yeah, I hope that... Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's see here. So Team Hermits are recognizing now that they need to push their advantage. I really like seeing this. However... Yeah, okay, so they're gonna jump in like one at a time here, but... So they're gonna jump in one at a time, but it doesn't seem like they are... doesn't seem like they are... Like Team Fleet Command is in any position to capitalize on them jumping in like one by one. So probably they're not gonna take this fight head on. So huge fleets here. We're gonna head in together. I would like to see what Cybermonkey is focusing. Yeah, he's not targeting the Titan. He's targeting this Radiance. Targeting this Radiance. What are these Illuminators targeting? Yeah, the Illuminators are targeting the Radiance. I would like to see him target the Titan though. Please notice the Titan here. It would be very important that he's focusing this Titan while his Illuminator count is still this large. So, but this is gonna end up dying very quickly now. The Radiance is gonna end up dying very quickly. Yeah, this is just so many Illuminators. Yeah, it's just one-shotted. And now he should be going over to the Titan as well. He's not focusing the Titan. No, he's not focusing the Titan. Oh wow, so this Titan might actually end up getting some levels now, which will be very unfortunate. It's actually losing like health just from the AoE here from a lot of these ships. So what's actually happening? 96 Illuminators focusing the enemy Illuminators. Yeah, he could easily focus this Titan down. Now he's actually doing it. Now he's doing it. His Illuminators are going after the Titan now, I think. No, he's not even doing that. He's just kind of... Oh, now he's doing it. Okay, now he's doing it. Now these Illuminators are focusing the Titan. The Titan has been allowed to gain level 2. A lot of... And yeah, I should mention also, Tillings has a lot of these... he has a lot of these Javelin cruisers as well, which are also dealing damage to this. So they should really chase this. Yeah, I think they should really chase this. Really need to get this Titan. If they can get this Titan, they would like easily win the game. But they're... Okay, so they're not deciding to chase. They're not deciding to chase here. I think that's unfortunate because now this Titan is gonna allow to heal and it's already level 2. Okay, this is... Okay, so this is starting to get interesting again. I think chasing this Titan would have been the best option because they really need to... Like, they could have easily been able to kill this. They could have easily killed this, like, with this fleet. And there's, like, nothing here for Team Fleet Command to deal with this. So they're, like, they're killing all of the sub-cap fleet, but, like, these... Yeah... These ships are kind of replenishable. And if the Titan gets strong enough, it's going to spell some trouble for them. Although I still think that Team Hermits are in a clear advantage. Because, yeah, the Titan is still only level 2. Does it have any items yet? Doesn't have any items. Yeah, it doesn't have any items and it's still only level 2. So not much they can do here. And I mean, yeah, this is the problem now for Team Fleet Command, is that they kind of, like, even though they have this Titan, they they are going to have to defend their planets eventually. Now they're on the home world as well, so now they're gonna destroy Monmon's economy. They're gonna be able to destroy Monmon's economy here. Right, so there's a deliverance engine here as well that's shooting down on the enemy position. We're gonna have to attack this. Right. So very interesting. Okay, so this is a critical part of the game. Now the whole world is gonna end up dying here. Yeah, very fast bombing here still. There's like 3 Marses here with race planet. Race planet level 1. Race planet level 2. Yeah. So this planet is being bombed very fast. Right, they're not gonna be able to defend this. Okay, so they're gonna try to defend this, maybe. Yeah, they're gonna try to defend this. At least Monmon's fleet is heading over towards the edge of the gravity well. Yeah, the thing is here, they're bombing this planet, but Monmon has... it doesn't... yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all for Fleet Command. This is not looking good at all for Fleet Command. Cybermonkey is raining down hell on this position. There's 66 Illuminators left now. But this is... Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Is this gonna be dangerous now? Yeah, Monmon is actually... Oh, wow, wait. What's actually going on here? Tilling's ships are actually dying. I kind of missed what happened here, but... This is a bit weird. Because now... Yeah. Monmon's fleet is actually very large now. Oh, what the heck? Coronata Titan. Shoot. What's actually going on? This supply count is kind of dropping here for... Team Fleet Command. There's only 66 Illuminators left. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to kill the Titan anymore. Now Danny's fleet is in here as well. It's been allowed to grow very large now as well. Danny's fleet is very large, and oh my gosh, yeah, this is very tricky now once again. Tilling's capital ships are going down, but they are focusing the Titan. They are focusing the Titan now, finally, using the Illuminators. There's still 63 Illuminators and 59 of these Diabolist cruisers. Titan is losing health. But now it's running away. It's getting armor buffed by the Skirantra as well. So this is... Yeah. And now... Oh, wow. Now there's a... Akan Ultimate going down as well. This is interesting. So this is... Oh, wow. So this Titan's gonna end up surviving, and now it's level 3. It's gonna be crippled at the very least. Oh, so they... Oh, man. It did end up surviving. There's Destras here as well for Cybermonkey. So the Destras are gonna help a little bit here, but... They're still on a homeworld. They did destroy Monmon's economy by killing his homeworld, though. But the question is, are they gonna be able to win the fight after this? Because, yeah, Monmon just has a lot of ships now, and I think that's the thing. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's why they have such a fleet advantage now. I thought that Cybermonkey had Team Hermits had a huge fleet advantage, but I think what ended up happening is that the deliverance engines were allowed to rain down on this planet, and they actually took over a lot of these ships using the deliverance engine. And now, the Titan survived once again. Now it's level 3. So the Titan survived. It's level 3 now, and they're kind of losing this fight. So unfortunately, it seems like Team Hermits kind of fumbled their advantage a little bit here. It did seem to me once again that they had the game in the bag, but they're kind of, Yeah, now the supply count isn't large enough here to deal with this Titan, and they also lost this fight, and Monmon's fleet is kind of really strong right now. So he lost his home planet, but he's now bombing it out. He's going to be able to develop it right back. So this is just a temporary economic disadvantage for Team Fleet Command. So they're pursuing now. They're trying to kill as much of the enemy fleet as possible. Trying to kill Tillings' fleet here. So Cybermonkey chose to retreat, but Tillings didn't. So his fleet is still fighting. And this is not good, because this means that his fleet is just gonna die for free. Now the Akan is dying. Oh wow, so this is very rough for Hermits, for the Hermits. Yeah, this looks like pretty much game over, I think. This looks pretty much like game over, I think, because now, yeah, look, too much of his fleet is dying. Like, too much of his fleet is dying. Still has a lot of fleet. Oh, wait. I might be lying. So there's a lot of fleet over here. No, this is just... Oh, wow. So there's some harassment here. He's trying to attack this Titan, but it's not enough. Like, yeah, it's not enough. A lot of his fleet is fighting over here as well. Oh, sorry. Some of his fleet is fighting over here as well. So, oh, wait. Is this called GG? Oh, okay. So, yeah, they call GG. So this puts the victory in the hands of Team Fleet Command. So they realized that most of their fleet was lost, and that they couldn't keep up the game anymore. The Titan was leveling to level 3, and they didn't have the power at all to stop this oncoming onslaught from Monmon and Danny. So very intense game, I must say. A lot of back and forth. A lot of mistakes from both teams, I would say, but so is the way with real-time strategy games. You do make a lot of mistakes. So very well played to both teams. They managed to capitalize on each other's mistakes and also made a couple of mistakes on their own. But very interesting game. This made for a very interesting game, I must say. And unfortunately for Team Hermits, they kind of had the decisive advantage, I think, in the end, but ended up losing in the end due to some errors. But very interesting, as I said, and thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.